dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome to belly dance tutorials. Today we're gonna work on another traveling pattern, a little bit more sophisticated with continuous shimmies. If you remember, in one of my previous videos I talked about the technique about walking with continuous shimmies. We did a little drill and the traveling pattern for that was just a simple walk back and forth. I hope you practiced that. Yes, I know you did. And today we're gonna put that to a good use. And we're gonna do a samba traveling pattern with continuous shimmies. So I'm gonna show it to you first. So the step looks like this. And from the back, and all right. First of all, let's talk about the samba step. This traveling pattern is based on one of the samba steps, and the original samba step looks kind of like this. But we're gonna do a cross leg and also advancing forward. There are many variations of this traveling pattern. So let's go over the samba step first. It's a samba traveling, okay? One of the many samba traveling steps. So we're gonna do a cross, out, in place. Cross, out, in place. Cross, out, in place. Cross, out, in place. All right? So there is a continuous weight change from one leg to the other with each step. So it's not just a touch and go, touch and go. So it's not just touch and push, for instance. There is a weight change with every step. And I think it's like a 3-count step. So if I count it, would be like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But more correctly, we should count it and 1 and 2 and 3 because the and word would account for the time that we need to get into the actual stepping on the floor. So if we count it with and, it's gonna be like and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So and is the magic word that puts us on the beat. And that's true for many other rhythms and steps. All right, so one more time. The samba traveling step that we're gonna use here looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3. Yeah, from the back, I'm gonna start with my right leg. So the right leg is prepared, and we start with a crossing. Cross, out, step in place, cross, out, step in place, cross, out, 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 in place. All right. Now this step you can do it on flat feet, that's fine. In releve, that's also nice. It depends how much time you have. If it's faster, releve works better. You have more, you can get more speed with this. If it's not as fast, or if you feel more comfortable, you can do just the flat feet. All right, and now we're gonna put a shimmy on that. And if you remember from that video, we talked about the knee shimmy or the leg shimmy and the hip shimmy. We're gonna employ both of them. I would say that more on the hip shimmy side. because we have this leg in the air, remember from that video? And when the leg is in the air, we employ more of the hip shimmy than the leg shimmy, right? So now it becomes important why you have to practice the continuous shimmies on one leg and with the leg in the air, or one leg in front, one leg in the back. So go over that tutorial and review it and practice that. I'll link it in the description down below. So adding the shimmies, I'm gonna do it like very slow, and for now it's gonna be more like a lift movement. So it's gonna be a hip lift. But as we speed this up, it's gonna look like a shimmy. But for now, we're gonna do it very slowly, and we're gonna do more of a hip lift technique. Yeah, so you have to change the weight. So starting from the beginning, cross, out, switch the weight, and step in place. Cross, out, switch the weight, step in place. And cross, out, switch the weight, step in place. Cross, out, in place. Cross, out, in place. Cross, out, in place. All right? You'll have to practice this at low speed first, and then take it up to a higher speed once you feel comfortable. And again, this is not a 3/4 shimmy, it's even and continuous and symmetrical. We want to keep the hip movement at the same level, regardless of where our hips are, whether they're in the middle, out, wherever. So it's continuous and they're jumpy all the time. It's not a 3/4 shimmy. We'll talk about that in another video. So it's not here and tuck, 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 tuck. No, this is continuous. Let's see, let's try it with music for a little bit, and then I'll put a short segment of a drum solo to give you an example of how this move can be used in the context of Oriental song. I think it works best for drum solos and maybe some méjancé, rock sharky, where the music, is appropriate for this. It's a little bit more dancey, in my opinion. Dancey means more westernized for me. So yeah, you have to have the right context of the song to use it. Okay, so let's put some music for this to practice for a little bit. And I'll do it for walking forward toward you, and then walking backward with the back to you. All right. Five, 6, 7, go. The back. I'm waiting for the music. 5, 6, 7, go. All right. One more time, okay? I'm waiting for the music. 6, 7, go. Releve. To the back. All right. about hands with this for a little bit. You can just do simple hands, outward hands, standard shelf arms, yeah, standard arm position, which is just out here. You can do maybe just a little wrist circles here and there. So it doesn't have to be something really crazy. You could do one arm in front, one out. Yeah. So you can try this and work with this if you want. If the pace is a little slower, you can even do a wrist circle here. Right. I'll try it again, but let's see. I think I'm gonna do only arm forward and arm side. I'm gonna do only this and see how it looks like. Try that, and I'll add a little more for overachievers, or if you feel very comfortable with the move already, you can take it to the next level. But for now, let's try with the arms like that. And then we'll do, oops, the drum solo sample. Okay, let's try it again. Adding the arms. 5, 6, 7, go. Back. All right. Now let's put it in the context of the drum solo. I'll have it's a little segment from a drum solo that I have. I'll have to wait for the music to get there a little bit. But you'll hear it in the music how it's slightly syncopated. It goes like taga 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 taga. And but it's still continuous. So I'll explain it a little later. So let's do it with music. All right. I'll do it again from the back on the same segment. It's not long, unfortunately, but I think you get the idea. All right. Well, if you have questions, write them down in the comments down below, and I'll try to answer them. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, because there is always the next level, you can add a little upper body turn to the corner. So it's a little bit of an upper body turn, yeah, to the corner. For me, it's a little bit more natural to do a little pelvic tuck here, yeah. But you don't have to do that. If you want to stay upright, that's fine. But try either way and see what works for you. And I'll play again the first song for a little bit, and we'll try it this way, and without adding the upper body. Seven, go. gentlemen, hope you liked it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, continue to shimmy and see you later. Bye.